Welcome to this presentation of the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational on Sled Wings Radio. Now we send you up to the broadcast booth and Reagan Cleaves.
Hello and welcome, good morning, and welcome inside Patterson Ice Arena for Day 1 action of the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational. Hello and welcome alongside statistician Gabe Groh. My name is Reagan Cleaves, and we will be bringing you all the action of this morning's contest between your Grand Rapids Sled Wings and the Hope Hurricanes. Special thanks to Mr. Steve Kozlowski for allowing us the opportunity to bring you coverage of this tournament here on Sled Wings Radio. Let's take a look ahead at the tournament for both teams. For the Hurricanes, they will be taking on the Space Coast Blast this afternoon and Russia tomorrow morning. Russia and Space Coast just wrapped up their game. Russia won that game 2-1. For the Sled Wings, they will close out Day 1 with a contest against Russia later this afternoon, and they will play Space Coast tomorrow. All the Sled Wings games can be heard here on Sled Wings Radio. Now let's move on to taking a look at each team's personnel. For the Sled Wings, number 3, Jeremy Shanow. Number 12, Joshua Staple. Number 15, Jake Nelson. Number 16, Kate Evans. Number 20, Christian Teachworth. Number 21, Matt Balsarsel. Number 24, Xander Frost. Number 27, William Oberg. Number 29, Jarrett Reynolds-Myers. Number 32, Felipe Hernandez. Number 42, Daniel Williams. And number 86, Charles Warren. Sled Wings are coached by Steve Kozlowski and Tyler Anderson. Coordinators are Kyle Ringwald and Jody Anderson. Now let's take a look at Hope. For them, number 3, Ryan Giese. Number 4, Chloe Kirkpatrick. Number 5, Chase Hansen. Number 6, Tyler Shapersky. Number 7, Grant Bozier. Number 10, Jacob Zilka. Number 11, Logan Hildy. Number 17, Colton Soddy. Number 28, Lindsey Warren. And they are coached by William Gromish and Christopher Giese. The pusher is Jason Hilda. So that will do it for our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have all the action of the first period between the Hurricanes and the Sled Wings here on Sled Wings Radio.
You're listening to the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational on Sled Wings Radio.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Reagan Cleaves and Gabe Groh bringing you all the action of this morning's contest. It'll be the Hurricanes going from right to left on your radio dial, wearing their gray jerseys, black shoulders, bright green and white trim, while the Sled Wings will go from left to right, wearing red jerseys with black and white trim. So, we are just about set, 13 minutes on the clock. Scores table is ready. Players at center. It'll be Reynolds Myers in to take the draw for the Sled Wings, and we are underway here in this game. Reynolds Myers off the tie-up will dump that in to the Hurricane zone to my right. Back behind goaltender Lindsey Warren. Back there to play it is Jace Hansen for the Hurricanes. They move it around to the near side. Hurricanes will play that out to center where the Sled Wings intercept and dump it back in. Hansen there to play it for the Hurricanes, and will dump that all the way down in a race for the puck. Here's Shapersky. Tyler Shapersky can't get there in time, and it's an icing with 35 seconds elapsed here in the first period of play. Sled Wings and Hurricanes. So that draw will come back into the Hurricane zone to my right. It'll be Reynolds Myers in to take the draw for the Sled Wings here on the near side circle. Draw won by the Hurricanes. Hernandez can't get to the puck for the Sled Wings. So the Hurricanes move it out to center. Going to get it is Tyler Shapersky. He beats Shanow to the puck, but Shanow bumps him off it and will control across the far side. Now, delayed offsides for the Hurricanes. They're back to play it for the Sled Wings is Jarrett Reynolds Myers. However, it's picked off. Shapersky, a shot just wide of the cage of Williams. Daniel Williams, the goaltender for the Sled Wings here in this contest. Just over a minute remaining as Shapersky let a shot go. He was belted by Reynolds Myers, causing the puck to go wide. Now Hernandez controls along the far wing. He can't get it. It's stolen by Grant Bozier. Bozier shoots, scores! Bozier! And it's 1-0 early, less than 2 minutes in. And Bozier puts the Hurricanes up by 1 here inside Patterson Ice Arena. Bozier let that go from the bottom of the right wing circle, right along the goal line. It found its way past Daniel Williams into the top left corner as you're looking at it, and it is 1-0 Hurricanes. So the ensuing draw at center won by the Sled Wings, but it's stolen. Here is Bozier, Grant Bozier, the go-ahead goal, beaten to the puck by Shanow. Now Shapersky. Shapersky to play it, a long shot blocked in front. And the Sled Wings control along the near side up the wing. Grant Bozier getting the goal. Shapersky the assist on that one. And it's with 2 minutes elapsed here. It's 1-0 Hurricanes. Now play to the right. Play to the right side in the Hurricane zone. Puck stolen by Shapersky. Shapersky will feed that up to Bozier. Bozier couldn't get to that in time and will race for it. Bozier down the left wing in the circle. Shoots, save Williams, and the rebound behind the net. 3 Sled Wings converge but can't take the puck. Now the Hurricanes are centering pass to Shapersky, couldn't connect. And now they play along the left wing here along the half wall. Bozier feeds it up to Shapersky right in the slot, shoots. That was just high, and now to go get it is Logan Hildy. Hildy to play it up to the point. A pass right across. There to get it is Bozier along the near circle. Centering pass picked off by the Sled Wings. And they play it along the near wing. 3 minutes gone here in the first period of play. Hurricanes already up to a 1-0 lead. Now again, they battle for it right along the near half wall. And the puck squirts into the Hurricane zone to my right. There is Tyler Shapersky to play it behind Lindsey Warren. And he will move up the wing. 9:36 remaining here in the first. Shepersky trying to move up ice, but he's bumped off the puck. And the Sled Wings control the near wing. They'll dump it into the Hurricane zone. Out to play it is Warren. She'll leave that for Kirkpatrick. Chloe Kirkpatrick will pass that across, an outlet pass. Nobody in particular, couldn't be kept in. And a long shot. Lindsay Warren had to glove that as that was arcing toward her net. And the Hurricanes will play that out to center. That got caught under the sled of a Sled Wing. And Shanow plays it up the wing. That's Jace Hansen will send that across into the Sled Wings bench. That bounces off the half wall. Here's Grant Bozier down the right wing. Cuts into the circle, has a pass picked off by Reynolds Myers. Reynolds Myers controls in the corner across the way. 8:35 remaining here in the first. Reynolds Myers tries to feed that to Hernandez, who couldn't control. And at center, here's Shepersky. Is Kirkpatrick, and they play it behind the net. There to go get it for the Sled Wings is Jeremy Shanow. That popped out right in front. Sled Wings looking to get a breakout. They have been hemmed in their own zone so far. Here's Grant Bozier as the puck stolen, and to a side converge on the near wing. Sled Wings looking to break out of the zone here. They do so at center ice. 7:54 remaining here in the first. Sled Wings moving left to right on your radio dial. Can't break the zone, and Bozier will move that out to center to Shepersky. Shepersky across the line. Lets a shot on goal. Williams had to dive to make sure that one didn't sneak by him on his right. And now Bozier. Bozier a centering pass up to the point. Here is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, a wrister right on goal, and right in front, Gizeh. Gizeh couldn't get a shot off. And the Sled Wings still trying to control the chaos in their own zone. 7:20 remaining here in the first. Puck at center. Hurricanes control once more. Here's Tyler Shepersky. Tyler Shepersky moving up ice across the Davenport logo here at center ice in Patterson. Now a centering pass to Bozier. Bozier right in the slot. He ripped that high. And that's along the back of the net. Now back to get it is Shepersky. Shepersky and a shot right in front. And Bozier pots it home. It's 2-0. 6:55 remaining here in the first. And the Sled Wings find themselves down two of a two-goal performance by Grant Bozier. Bozier let that go from just inside the circle, right along the left wing, right in tight, and Williams couldn't get to it, and it is 2-0. Here in the first, 6:55 remaining. Here, Reynolds Myers again in for the draw against Shepersky. Draw is won by Shepersky. Here is Hansen to play it for the Hurricanes. They control the 2-0 lead. They dumped that puck into the left wing. Shepersky getting his second assist on the day. Grant Bozier and Shepersky connecting on both goals for the Hurricanes with 6:20 remaining here in the first. Play resumes along the far wing. That squeaks into the Hurricane zone, but no Sled Wing is there to play it. And now an outlet pass to Bozier. Bozier with speed. He's across the line. He cuts into the slot, gets around Shanow. A shot just narrowly wide on the right side. Now across the way there to get it is Xander Frost. Frost being pressured by Hildy. Logan Hildy moves that up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick sends a rink-wide feed to the near side. Here is Shepersky. Shepersky can't get a shot on goal. Shanow had it tied up in his sled. And now here's Hildy. Couldn't get the pass cleanly, and Bozier controls in the far wing, a centering pass. Hildy, a shot. That goes to the near corner. 5:26 remaining here in the first. Sled Wings trailing 2-0. Play along the near half wall. Hildy looks to play for it, sends it across. Here's Kirkpatrick right at that point. A long shot. And Williams, they jam in front, and Hildy gets the goal. Logan Hildy, and it's 3-0 Hurricanes. Sled Wings being routed here in this first period. It's already 3-0. Logan Hildy getting the goal. Williams made the initial save on the shot from Kirkpatrick from the point. Logan Hildy was right there to pot home the rebound. Now the near side, Shanow. Jeremy Shanow can't control, and here's Bozier. Bozier, left wing, sends it across. Pass went errantly, and now Frost controls for the Sled Wings. Try to drop pass, but here's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick seals the puck, a centering feed. Turned aside and behind the net. The Sled Wings battle for it here in the corner. Pass up to the point. Kirkpatrick plays it along to Shapersky, across to Bozier in the right wing circle. Pass intercepted by the Sled Wings. Evans couldn't play that. Here's Hildy. Hildy, a shot turned aside by Williams behind the net. The Sled Wings look to break out. They have been hemmed in their own end this entire first period. And they dump it out. They finally cleared all the way down. No icing will be called. Chloe Kirkpatrick back to play it for the Hurricanes. Along the near side, here's Shapersky. Shapersky plays it off the high glass, and at center, here's Gize. Gize plays to Bozier. Bozier back to Gize. Gize sends it forward to Shapersky. Shapersky along the near wing. Sends it across right to Bozier right in front. Couldn't get it past Williams, and he takes him out of his crease. Williams scrambling to get back in. Sled Wings looking to get something going here as they play it out. Here's Reynolds Myers. Played the puck forward, but it's intercepted by Shapersky. Shapersky sends across Bozier. Should have been an offsides call, but Bozier near circle sends it across in front. Hildy couldn't play it here. Kate Evans plays it up to the point, intercepted by Hansen. Hansen near side, Bozier. Bozier plays it to Shapersky, top of the left wing circle. Lasered a shot that went off the back of the net. And behind was left on top of the net. And so puck will come out to center with 2:33 remaining here. Sled Wings trail 3-0 to the Hurricanes. Draw will come at center. Just outside of the Sled Wings zone. Into play it is Reynolds Myers for the Sled Wings. He couldn't get to that. Instead, Ryan Gize wins it for the Sled Wings, or for the Hurricanes, pardon. Now along the near wing at the point. Bozier sends it across Hildy. Hildy caught up in his sled. And now that is Nelson. Tries an outlet feed to Shanow. Couldn't pick him up, but here's Reynolds Myers. Jared Reynolds Myers across the wing right in front of the scorer's table. And in turn in front of the Hurricanes bench. And Logan Hildy will pick up the loose puck in his own zone. Hurricanes moving right to left here in this first period. They have controlled most of the action thus far and have a 3-0 lead out of it. Xander Frost across the way right in front of the Hurricanes bench. Frost digging in there with Bozier. 1:34 remaining here in the first. Across the way, puck still tied up in the Hurricanes bench, and a pass taken by Nelson. Hold lifted in, and Warren makes the save. Only the second shot on goal for the Sled Wings in this first period. Now, pass intercepted at center by Shanow. Logan Hildy challenges him there. 1 minute remaining here in this first period. Sled Wings trailing 3-0. Again, puck tied up. This time it's Reynolds Myers tied up with Kirkpatrick right in front of the Hurricanes bench. And now Shapersky will look to play it up for the Hurricanes on the right wing. Half a minute remaining here in the first. Here's Shapersky, gets behind the defense. He's got Shanow to beat. Fires a shot that went wide on the near side. And now it's played to the near side. Hildy to go play it. Centers it right in front. And the Sled Wings control and clear it out to center. 11 seconds remaining here in this first period. Play at center. Here's Kirkpatrick. Can't get a backhanded pass in. She'll dump it into the corner. No icing, and that will do it for the first period of play. As after one, the Sled Wings trail the Hope Inc. Hurricanes by a score of 3-0. Well, we'll take a small break, and when we come back, we'll have a recap of the first period and second period action here on Sled Wings Radio. Reagan Cleves welcoming you back here inside Patterson Ice Arena. We're after one period of play, and right at the start of the second, it's 3-0 Hurricanes. Some interesting stat lines from that first period. Tyler Shapersky had 7 shot attempts. None were on goal. However, Grant Bozier had 4 shot attempts. All of them were on goal. Bozier, 3 points in that first period. 2 goals, 1 assist. Then Shapersky, 2 points, 2 assists for him. Here in this second period, Hurricanes will move from left to right on your radio dial, wearing their gray Rhodes uniforms with black shoulders, bright green and white trim along the arms, while the Sled Wings will move from right to left, wearing their home reds with black and white trim. Goals in that first period came courtesy of Bozier at 1:28. Bozier again is second of the morning at 6:05, and then Hildy made it 3-0 at 7:51 in that first period. Off the draw at center, won by the Hurricanes, but it goes into the Sled Wings bench across the way. They battle for it there. Benches are on the ice here at this tournament as Hansen moves it up. However, it's picked off by Shanow, who'll play it off the boards and into the Hurricane zone. Back to play it is Chloe Kirkpatrick. Pass intercepted by Felipe Hernandez. Hernandez across the way in the corner. Pass behind Reynolds. Myers crunched his man. That was Kirkpatrick. Across the way. Now, along the near side in the Sled Wings zone, there to play it is Teachworth. That was played right in front. Shanow couldn't get to it. Here's Shapersky along the near side. Shapersky centered it to Bozier. Bozier couldn't lay a hand on it, and now the Sled Wings have a 3-on-2 opportunity the other way. Reynolds Myers meets a challenge and elects to dump it in. There to play it, Hansen back for the Hurricanes. His pass almost intercepted by Hernandez, but they move it out. That puck will go all the way down the ice. No icing as it is waved off, and just now it gets to the goal line. Back to play it is Jeremy Shanow. He'll play it off the high glass and out to center. Teachworth couldn't play it for the Sled Wings, and Chloe Kirkpatrick plays it for the Hurricanes. She dumps it in. Icing waved off. Nelson beats Shapersky to the puck. Good play. Now behind the net. Two players converge, and that is Jeremy Shanow. Centers it right to Williams, who had to play it to Nelson so he could play it off the boards. Across the way in the corner, Bozier centers it right in front, and they score! Shapersky, his first shot on goal, and it's 4-0 Hurricanes. Shapersky let that go from the hash mark right in the slot of the left wing circle, and it hit Williams and it bounced over him and in. It's 4-0. Now they play to the far wing. Hurricanes dump it in. Here is Jeremy Shanow. He is going at it with a Hurricane player across the way. It pops free, and here's Nelson. And Reynolds Myers behind the net to play it for the Sled Wings. Reynolds Myers moves to the far corner, sends a backhanded pass to the near side. Jeremy Shanow. Shanow fanned on the pass attempt, and here's Shapersky. Shapersky lost control of the puck and sends it behind him. There to play it is Bozier. Bozier tries a centering pass to Hilda. He and his pusher both fell down, and puck goes out to center to the Sled Wings bench. There to play it is Chloe Kirkpatrick. However, she's challenged by Reynolds Myers and comes out with the puck. Kirkpatrick plays out to Bozier. Bozier playing it, sends it down. Here's Shapersky. Shapersky left wing into the circle. Challenged by Nelson, couldn't get the shot off. He circles around, sending to Bozier. Bozier right along the side of the net, he scores. It's 5-0 Hurricanes. An absolute rout. And the Sled Wings find themselves in even more perilous conditions than before. Shapersky made the nice feed from inside the circle. It found its way to the stick of Grant Bozier, and he slid it underneath Williams, and the Sled Wings look to have taken their timeout. So we'll pause. Time on the ice. We'll take one as well. You're listening to the Sled Wings Radio.
This is the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational on Sled Wings Radio.
Welcome back here inside Patterson Ice Arena, where after that timeout, the play will resume at center ice. Off the tie-up, it makes its way to our left and into the Hurricane zone. There to play it is Kirkpatrick. Chloe Kirkpatrick looking to move the puck out of the zone, keep the Sled Wings out of there. They have had virtually no possession time within the Hurricane zone to this point, and we're almost 5 minutes into the second period. Now the play up ice. Here's Nelson to go get it for the Sled Wings. He's tied up by Shepersky. Shepersky has 4 points, 3 assists, and 1 goal on the game. And it's played behind the net. More impressive is Grant Bozier. He has been part of all 5 Hurricanes goals. He has the hat trick and 2 assists. Play along the near side. Hildy in there with Shano, Reynolds, Myers, and a couple of other players along the near half wall. 8 minutes even remaining here in the first, 5-0. In the second, 5-0 Hurricanes. Puck finally makes its way out to center. Shepersky beats Nelson to the puck. Shepersky will send it off the half wall and in. Across the way behind the net, behind the goal line. Shano will play it. Shano will lift a long, lofted pass, and now it's a race for the puck. Nelson couldn't get to that ahead of Kirkpatrick, and she will dump it off the half wall. That took an odd ricochet right off the boards. Lively boards here at Patterson. Kirkpatrick lucky to get away with that, and the Hurricanes move out. At center, Shano digging in with Bozier along right at the center ice red line. There in comes Hildy to play it. Nelson will lift a high pass across. Play, and the puck gets into the Sled Wings bench. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez for the Sled Wings. Sled Wings moving right to left. Hernandez pass misses its intended target. And along the near side, it's played to Shepersky across the way. He feeds the outlet pass to Hildy. Hildy loses the puck, but here is Gize. Gize and Zika, or Jacob Zilka across the way. That puck is played. Here is Shepersky. Shepersky for the Hurricanes. 6 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the second. We've had a clean game so far. Reynolds Myers bumping Shepersky off the puck, and he plays that right into the Sled Wings bench. There to play it is Logan Hildy. Hildy. Pass intercepted by Nelson at the line. Nelson will lift it rink wide and into the Hurricane zone where Shepersky will play it to himself. Shepersky across the way plays it off the half wall, and Nelson couldn't get to that in time, and here's Reynolds Myers. Reynolds Myers challenged by Shepersky. He lets the shot go on Lindsey Warren. Hurricanes have absolutely dominated this game, and they send it all the way down. Icing will be the call with 5:06 remaining. Hurricanes showing why 2 years ago they won the Junior National Championship back in 2018. This tournament has quite the number of good qualities junior sled hockey teams, as 3 of the last 5 national junior champions are participating. The Space Coast Blast won it last year, and previous to that, the Hurricanes won 2 years ago, and 5 years ago, back in 2015, the Sled Wings won it themselves. Of course, the other team participating in this tournament is the Russian junior national team. They beat Space Coast 2-1 in a nail-biter of a game earlier. So, play out at center. That will go all the way into the Sled Wing zone. Race for the puck. Here is Jace Hansen. Beaten to the puck, however, by Shanow. Shanow looking for it, and it's under his sled. Squirts into the corner along the half wall. There is Logan Hildy. 4:30 remaining here in the second. 5-0. Hurricanes lead. In the near corner, Logan Hildy moves to center. Here is Hansen. Hansen controls on the near side. Looking for it. Centers it. And Hildy there to play it. Now puck squirts out. Hildy beats Warren in the race for the puck. Hildy walks into the slot and lets a shot go. That was off a body in front. Williams tried to play that, but Nelson took it away from him. And Nelson will dump it off the half wall and out to center. Now it's a race for the puck. Kirkpatrick will get it ahead of Warren. Kirkpatrick taken out by Kate Evans. And now at center, at center, the Sled Wings take control. Bumped off the puck by Hansen was Reynolds Myers. And now along the near half wall at the point, 4 players converge, 2 aside. Others waiting for the puck to squirt free and maybe get an opportunity. That being said, the Hurricanes dump it in to the corner behind the net. Here is Nelson. Nelson in the corner near side. Tries to send it out, but it's picked off by Shapersky. Shapersky couldn't get to it, and here's Reynolds Myers. Reynolds Myers dropped his stick, picks it up, and continues on his way. Reynolds Myers spins around to lose Shapersky and centers it to Nelson. Nelson sends it in, delayed offsides on the play. Reynolds Myers bumps into Shapersky. Offsides waved off as they dump it all the way into the Sled Wings zone to my right. 2:15 remaining here in the second. Sled Wings trail 5-0. Here is Nelson in his own right wing circle. Will dump it out to play in the Sled Wings bench. Shapersky cuts that off. And Sled Wings look to go dig it out. And Shanow controls, pass intercepted by Shapersky. He slaps it back in behind the net. Williams thought about going out, but thinks better of it and retreats back into his own into his net. Reynolds Myers there to pick it up for the Sled Wings. He's challenged by Shapersky. Shanow there to help Reynolds Myers, and he feeds it up the wing. The Sled Wings control across the way. Reynolds Myers getting to it ahead of Gize, but puck goes into the Hurricanes bench, and where it is picked up, and they converge across the way. Now behind the defense, here is Hansen. Hansen couldn't get to the puck in time, and Reynolds Myers takes control for the Sled Wings. He pats it out to center, but Sled Wings could get it back in there. 1 minute remaining here in this second period. Sled Wings again have not had any shots on goal in the second. It has been all Hurricanes so far. 5-0 the lead for the Hurricanes. Here is Jake Nelson. He'll send it in to the zone, but no Sled Wings get it, and they've got 3-on-1 in their zone. Nobody there to get it for the Sled Wings, and here is Logan Hildy. Logan Hildy trying to get around the defense, and he does. He's in. It's a 2-on-0. Shanow coming back. Here's Hildy. Shanow bumps him off the puck. Good defensive play to get back in time. 6 seconds to go here in the second. And up at the point, they move it to the near side, and that will do it for the second period of play. The Hurricanes tack on 2 more goals in that second, and we will head to the third. 5-0, the lead for the Hurricanes. We'll pause. When we come back, we'll have all the action of the third period plus a recap of the second. You're listening to Sled Wings Radio.
Now, more of the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational on Sled Wings Radio.
Reagan Cleves welcoming you back here inside the broadcast booth, where the Hope Inc. Hurricanes fans who have traveled all the way from Fargo, North Dakota, have much to cheer about as they lead 5-0 over the hometown Sled Wings. So we are just about set for the third period of play. Sled Wings will go from left to right on your radio dial wearing their home reds, while the Hurricanes will go from right to left wearing their gray uniforms. In for the face-off is Reynolds, Myers, and Shapersky. Draw is won by Shapersky. Played at center. Here's Hansen. Hansen along the near half wall. Puck squirts free. Along the near side, they play it out. Hernandez in a race for the puck, and he'll play it into the Hurricane zone. New goaltender for the Hurricanes. We'll see who that is when we get his number. Play at center. Play is blown dead. A penalty coming up for the Hurricanes. And it is penalty called. It is Shapersky going off. 2 minutes here in the Sled Wings. We'll have a power play here. Hurricanes have too many men on the ice right now. A little bit of confusion, but Logan Hildy will head off. Here in the third, Hurricanes and Sled Wings draw one by the Sled Wings. Nelson here on the power play. He'll dump that in. Puck played by the goaltender. We still don't know who that is. We'll get that as soon as possible. Here's Nelson. Dumps it in. A shot that deflected up. Good save off a bouncing puck. Shapersky gets the penalty for hooking, and now Bozier in a race for the puck with Nelson. He's held up. No call. No. Here's Nelson. Nelson across the line. It's 3-on-2. A shot blocked, and that'll make its way out to center once again. Here's Shanow. Shanow will send it down in the zone. Delayed offsides on the Sled Wings. Behind the net to play it is Kirkpatrick. Nelson at center. 1 minute remaining here in the Shepersky penalty. Shanow across the way, left wing. He'll dump it in. Sent to the near wing. Sled Wings actually controlling a bit here on the power play. They've had some time. They've emancipated the play from their own defensive zone and alleviated the pressure just a little bit. On the contrary, the Hurricanes dump it in. 24 seconds remaining here in the second. Back in his own end to play it. Here is Shanow. Sled Wings moving left to right on your radio dial. Here in this third period of play. Good keep in by Kirkpatrick at the point. Here's Bozier. Bozier lets a shot go lifted high. Now Shanow behind the net. Picks it up along the side of the net. And he'll work in his own left wing circle. Penalty is over to Shepersky. In her own zone, Kirkpatrick will play it for the Hurricanes. Kept in by Felipe Hernandez. Along the near side, Bozier. Bozier couldn't keep possession for the Hurricanes. As now it's center. The Sled Wings control along the half wall. They dump it in to the far corner. 9:48 remaining here in the third. Back to play it is Kirkpatrick. She sends it to the near side. A rink-wide feed. Taken off the boards. Intercepted by Nelson. Jake Nelson will lift a shot on goal. However, it's well wide. And Chloe Kirkpatrick to play it in the far corner. He sends it to the near side. Bozier and Hernandez converge in battle for the puck. Hernandez comes out with the puck. He controls. Tries a pass. He's taken down with Hansen in the area. And behind the net to the far side, Reynolds-Myers controls. Reynolds-Myers sending it in front. Deflected off a couple of sleds, eventually becoming harmless. Now Reynolds-Myers tries a shot. That one off either the side of the net or a pad in front. And now the Hurricanes send it down the ice to neutral, where Shanow will control his own blue line. Shanow pressured by Shepersky, sends a rink-wide feed. Near side, Nelson. Nelson controlling. Will send it down low. There to play it is Chloe Kirkpatrick. She's behind her own net with 8:30 remaining here in the third. Shepersky will look to move it out. And at center, here's Shepersky. He'll bounce it off the boards. Too far for Hildy. Now Nelson at the big Davenport Panther logo at center. And Warren dumps it in. Back there to play it is Jace Hansen. Hansen behind the net, pressured by Reynolds-Myers. Puck squirts free to the far side. Sled Wings have definitely turned around at least possession or at least time in each zone here in the third. They're getting a little bit more pressure on the Hurricanes, but I fear it might be too little too late. They haven't had a lot of shots on goal. They have doubled their total in this third. However, their total to begin with was only 2. Kate Evans back to play it, steals the puck from Gizeh. And they dump it out the ice, and there's a race for the puck. Jace Hansen and Warren. Warren lets a shot go narrowly wide. A save there by the Hurricanes goaltender. Puck makes its way up to Shanow at the point. Shanow lets a wrister go. Blocked in front. Now across the way, we have had one stoppage of play through just about half of the third period here. Faceoffs thus far, 7-3 in favor of Hope. Now, at center, the Sled Wings control. Here's Reynolds-Myers, bumped off the puck. Hildy tries to send that through center as Kirkpatrick controls right in front of the scorer's booth across the way. 6:24 remaining here in the third. Puck squirts free into the Hurricane zone. There to get it is Shepersky. Shepersky will move up the wing. He cuts through center. He's got some speed and he looks to put that to good use. He gets around Nelson. However, Nelson, a good defensive play to take him out, and Nelson will send that up ice. Back to play it is Chloe Kirkpatrick. She sends it off the boards. Shanow will play it off the high glass and down. Delayed offsides, waved off. Kirkpatrick back to play it for the Hurricanes. She'll move that to Bozier. However, he couldn't control it up the point. Here's Nelson. Nelson looking. The left wing sends a centering feed. Reynolds Myers right to the puck. Frost shoots and scores! And the Sled Wings finally on the board with 5:29 remaining here in the third. Warren getting the goal, his first of the afternoon, and the Sled Wings are on the board 5-1. Sled Wings were controlling there in the offensive zone. It was about time that they got a shot on goal. That is only their sixth shot on goal through these three periods. Play resumes to the near side. Charles Warren getting his goal. Reynolds Myers getting the assist, as well as Kate Evans. All three of them connecting to put the Sled Wings on the boards with 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Sled Wings will play it out of their own zone. Here is Shanow. Shanow, Sled Wings defenseman, plays it in his own, plays it at neutral ice. He sends that in. Back to get it is Chloe Kirkpatrick. And they bounce it off the board, stolen by Frost. Xander Frost plays it. Reynolds Myers couldn't pick it up, and Shanow at center, right outside the Hurricanes' blue line. He's pressured by Bozier. Then Bozier pokes the puck away. He's got it. He's got a breakaway. He's right in on Williams. He shoots and saved by Williams. Good. He did well to turn that aside. It was a breakaway, almost a guaranteed goal for Bozier. That would have been his fourth of the night. Fourth of the morning, excuse me. And with 3:50 to go, the Sled Wings still only trail by 4. Now Kirkpatrick bumped by Shanow, and that will move out to center. Here's Shepersky and Nelson race for the puck. Nelson gets there first. He protects the puck and will look to send it out. Across the way, Shepersky controls. He sends it in. Puck took a carom off the end boards. Delayed offsides allows some alleviating of the pressure for the Sled Wings, and Reynolds Myers looks to dump it out. Hansen will play it back in to the near side. Delayed offside. At center, the Sled Wings control. However, it's stolen by Hildy, and he'll dump it in on Williams. He sends that to the corner. Here's Shepersky. Shepersky, left wing corner behind the net. Now that'll move to the left wing corner off a couple of shots. Now a centering feed. Reynolds Myers to play it. Reynolds Myers will send it all the way down. Icing is the call, and it is whistled with 2:30 remaining here in the third. Sled Wings and Hurricanes here. Hurricanes leading 5-1. In that through that second period, the Hurricanes had 5 goals on 8 shots, and their 2 shots in the second both went in, giving them that 5-0 lead. Meanwhile, combined the Sled Wings shots are 6 on either goalie. They did have a goalie change right at the start of the third. We've still not been able to identify that their new goaltender. Play. Here is Shapersky. Shapersky sends it right on in. And Frost controls for the Sled Wings. He leaves it for Hernandez. Long stretch pass. Shanow to go play it. He beats out the icing. That caroms off the half wall. Shanow right in. Scores! Jeremy Shanow! The assist from Felipe Hernandez. And the Sled Wings double their score. It's 5-2 now. With 1:57 remaining here in the third. Shanow picked off the puck. It took a carom off the corner boards. It laid right at the bottom of the right wing circle, and he snapped it past the glove hand side of the Hurricanes netminder. Excuse me, that assist goes to Xander Frost. I thought it was Hernandez who lifted it down the ice, and I think it was Hernandez that lifted it down the ice, but officially it goes to Xander Frost. We'll try to corroborate that at a later date. But meanwhile, here's Shapersky. Shapersky controls. He moves across the line on sides. Shapersky pressured by Shanow, the latest goal scorer for the Sled Wings. Now everybody converges in the corner left wing. Now they try to send it right in front. 1 minute to go. They jam away at it in front, and Williams is on top of it with 57.1 seconds remaining here in the third. Sled Wings trailing 5-2. Draw off that save by Williams will come to the left wing circle. His right. Draw won by Hope. And at the point, near side Kirkpatrick, a long floater on goal, saved by Williams. Across the way, Hildy to play it, pressured by Nelson, protecting the puck with help from his pusher, Jason Hildy. 38 seconds remaining, a shot that went wide. And now, up at the point, Kirkpatrick converges with Shanow. Shanow loses the puck to Bozier, but that pass is ricocheted off Shanow's stick, and he inadvertently takes Ryan Gize's stick with him and out at center. Here's Shanow. Shanow looking to play it past. 11 seconds remaining here in the third. 5-2. They play along the near side. They play it at the half wall. 2 seconds to go, and that will do it for this one, as the Sled Wings fall to the Hoping Hurricanes by a score of 5-2. We'll pause quickly here and come back, give you a recap of the entire game here on Sled Wings Radio.
You're listening to the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational on Sled Wings Radio.
Reagan Cleves and Gabe Groh welcoming you back here inside the broadcast booth for a post-game report. Scoring in that game, Hope Inc. had three in the first, 2 in the second. Sled Wings responded with 2 of their own in the third, but the final was eventually 5-2. Shots on goal for the entire game were 11-7. Sled Wings out shooting the Hurricanes in that last period 5-3. Let's take a look at the scoring summary for the game. 1:28 into the first. Grant Bozier potted home a goal from Terry Shapersky to make it 1-0, and that was from the right corner, right in front. Then at 6:05, Bozier, his second of the morning, with Shapersky's second assist, giving them both 2 points. That made it 2-0 for the Hurricanes. Then Logan Hildy at 7:51, just about 2 minutes later, he potted home a goal from Bozier. That was at 7:51. That made it 3-0 for the Hurricanes. Then it was made 4-0 by Shapersky. Shapersky, to that point, had 6 shot attempts, nothing on goal. That was his first shot on target, and the assist went to Bozier. Bozier got his 4th assist of the morning, and that made it 4-0. Then that was in the second. Then just a little bit later, 3:37 had elapsed in the second. Grant Bozier got the hat trick from Tyler Shapersky, and it was 5-0 for Hope. Now we move on to the third. The Sled Wings had opportunities galore. They were putting more pressure on Hope Inc., and it was at that point that they had changed goaltenders from Lindsey Warren to Jacob Zilka, and he let in both of the Sled Wings goals. First one at 7:31 came from Charles Warren, assisted by Jared Reynolds-Myers and Kate Evans. That made it 5-1. Then the Sled Wings' second goal was a long stretch pass from either Xander Frost or Felipe Hernandez. It was announced as Frost. It looked to be Hernandez who made that outlet pass all the way down the ice. It played off the half wall and played right into the hands of Jeremy Shano, who was streaking right down the left wing. He walked in and snapped it over the glove of Zilka to pull the Sled Wings within 3. Unfortunately, that was all she wrote for the Sled Wings, as that was how it would finish with 5-2. Now let's take a look at the goaltending stats. Daniel Williams turned aside 6 of 11 shots on goal put on by the Hurricanes, while through 2, Lindsey Warren turned aside 2 shots on goal. Turned aside the only 2 shots on goal she faced. And then in the third, Jacob Zilka turned aside 3 of 5. So some interesting stat lines. Grant Bozier getting involved on all 5 of the Hope Inc. Hurricanes goals. He had a hat trick and 2 assists. He gets the first star of the game. So that will just about do it for us. But if you will tune in later this afternoon, it will be the Grand Rapids Sled Wings versus the Russian junior national team here on Sled Wings Radio. Well, that'll just about do it. Until then, my name is Reagan Cleves saying so long from Patterson Ice Arena as the Grand Rapids Sled Wings fall to the Hope Inc. Hurricanes by a score of 5-2. Thanks for listening, and have a good morning, everyone.
Thank you for listening to this presentation of the 2019 International Youth Sled Hockey Invitational. Be sure to join us next time here on Sled Wings Radio.